Welcome, biologists, to Iris Talks. Do you know the difference between weather and climate? You can't weather a tree, but you can climb it. All right, let's begin. Climate change is not just a heated topic or something that's discussed in every single presidential debate. So many people have come together to study its entire complexity, and they've concluded that global warming is attributed to an increased concentration of greenhouse gases and pollutants that remain within the Earth's surface, which are obviously being absorbed by the sunlight, which creates heat that we feel down here. Now, instead of it escaping through its natural route into space, there's been so much of it that is just remaining in our atmosphere. And this recording of heat is in temperature. And many have studied and said that the temperature has risen 1.4 degrees over the last century. And many others have said that there has been no point in the history of existence that this same thing has happened. So, who are they blaming for this? Well, they're blaming me and you. But why us? We aren't the only ones living here. And how can we know for sure that the concentration of these gases are accumulating? You can't just take our atmosphere, push it into a scientific setting, and raise the levels of gases in it. That's physically impossible. And like we learned in the beginning of this course, theories and scientific experiments, they can only be supported, but not proven true. And many of these conclusions were drawn from those experiments. And yes, I get it. Ice, it gets melted with heat. And the same ice that is in our cup of ice water is the same ice in ice caps and glaciers, which are being melted away by this record high of heat. And it changes the ice's chemistry into liquid. Now that liquid stays within its own state, and many have said that that liquid raises the sea levels, which many have been monitoring it and say that is true. So land is slowly being more encircled with water. So I get it. There's obvious change. And so many people talk about it in an urgent tone. But if it's really that important, why are there no policies being enforced to combat climate change? Where is the willingness to apply laws to citizens? Because if it's such a big deal, we should obviously enforce some changes to be done. And let's remember that the upbringing of climate change is predicting irreversible effects on our planets and on us. But just like the weather forecasts, they are just predictions. None of us have the ability to know what's going to happen in the future. They aren't fortune tellers. We aren't fortune tellers. So we can't say what's to happen, what's going to happen next. We just can't say it. And the experts on these topics, they are strangers to us. We don't know them. They don't know us. So how can we trust and make these changes that they want us to make based on what someone that we don't even know said? It's your decision to make, just like mine. So I looked at the pictures. Every time I drive down the road, I see the cutting of these trees. I see these physical changes with my eyes. And even after taking this class, we learned the chemistry of these changes. That's why I believe in climate change, because I'm seeing the trees being cut down. I'm seeing the changes being made around me, and especially in the pictures, I'm starting to see less white in them. I'm starting to see the green being taken away from these photos. So because of that, I believe in climate change. For example, today is October 24th, 2020. And I was wearing shorts all day long. It's fall, people. That's why I believe in climate change, because I'm seeing it and experiencing the changing of my environment with my own eyes. But enough of that. I'm going to enjoy the 79-degree weather. Bye, guys.